Hey, if you're someone who wants to improve your communication while doing a sales call, then this video is going to be absolutely helpful for you. My name is Neha Bhatia. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't yet subscribed to this channel and hit the bell button, please make sure that you do that so that we are regularly connected. Now, this is a series that we are starting. It is especially for trainers, coaches, healers, consultants, business owners. So the subjects, the topics that we'll be covering would be on sales, communication, body language, training, some very important aspects of training, how to find your niche. There are a lot of subjects and topics that we'll be taking up in the next couple of days. So if you're a trainer, coach, healer, or consultant, please do write to us, ask us questions so that we can answer that question in the form of this video. Now, why we are doing this is because we have another workshop by the name of ICW, Become an Influencing Communicator, wherein we help trainers, coaches, consultants, help them organically grow their business. So you're more than welcome to join us. So now talking about the sales. I've talked a lot about sales in some of our videos that we did earlier, and I'm going to share the link with you as well in the description box. Please make sure that you have a look at it. It's a wonderful video. But today what I'm about to share with you is the 7 words that we need to be very careful and we need to avoid while doing a sales pitch or doing a sales call. Even if it is a webinar or an online session happening, you need to make sure that you don't use this call while you're with a lead, okay, to convert it into a client or a customer, right? Now, I just used the word customer and I'll be talking about that in this particular video as well. So the first very, very important word that we use way too excessively and we think that it is going to help us. Yes, maybe it is going to help us financially, but not really to keep the customers, especially if you're in the online business or if you're a trainer. It is called discount. A lot of people use this word. You know, they'll give a word called discount and they will say that this workshop, this particular thing is for 2000 rupees and we're giving it out for 500. You know, people are becoming intelligent today. They know that it's nothing like that. It's just a way to attract more customers. So there's a huge chance that you will have a lot of people coming into your program or into your community who are just coming there because they are getting a cheaper product. So not everybody will stay with you, right? Please understand this. This is very psychological. So you need to understand that whenever we are talking about discount, today people have become intelligent, but still there are a lot of people who buy it, you know, in that rush. And I'm sure you would want to address to the people who would want to continue with you on this journey and you help them on a regular basis, right? So what is a word that you can use so that they understand and they are mindful of it before they are signing up for your course or for your product? It is called offer. So instead of using discount, start to use offer. And offer is also very psychological at the end of the day. But please understand that when you use the word discount, you're kind of lowering your own product's value or your value, right? Just give it for free if you really want to. Or just keep it an offer. And when you give an offer, then give out a lot of value into it, a lot of value, right? So this is the first word, discount, which you should be using as more of offer. Second word that is we use, like I talked about just a few minutes ago, we use customers. Now, customers we have been using a lot for a very long time. Customers or consumers, you know, consumer, who is a consumer, who is consuming your product, you know. So please make sure that you're not using customer anymore. Instead of that, start to use client. Now, you know, I'll be very honest with you why we use customer or client for that matter. Whenever we are giving an example of our clients, so I always use clients, or sometimes I end up saying my people. So that definitely shows the authority and also shows how much I am connected with my own people. So it is not just a business, but it is more about helping other people. So customer to client or my community people, right? The third word that you have to be very, very mindful of and you should just simply avoid, there's not one word, there are 2-3 words. You know how we use this, yeah, I mean. So while we are on the sales call, we need to remove these fillers while we are doing any kind of a communication with the other person. Because the moment we use I mean, which simply means that the first line or the first few lines that we just said was wrong and you couldn't explain it very well, and then you ended up saying, I mean, and now you're summarizing it. So you need to make sure that your communication is precise, it is accurate, it is to the point. Okay, so this is the third thing that you have to be very, very mindful of. If there is no, if there's a lot of filler into it, a lot of fillers, then the other person will not really connect with you, and while you are thinking, the other person will also start to think and doubt on you. So how will you remove these words, and how will you bring more clarity into your thought process? By bringing in more certainty into your product. Okay. The next word is problem. Avoid using the word problem. Instead of that, while you're in the first call, connect call, which is more about building a relationship with your lead, with your prospect, and making him into a client, it's very important that you use the word challenge or areas of concern. So whenever you ask them their problems, instead of saying problem, you can always say, what are your challenges that you're facing? Could you please tell me what is the area of concern that we can help you with, right? So this is another word. The next word is but. If you're using but in your communication while you're doing a sales call, people will lose you in between. You will lose them in between. Because when you use but, which means that you've already given a sort of an objection in between. So they are, let's say, about to buy, they're getting more clear, but the moment you use but, they back off. So what are the words that you can use instead of but? Maybe there is something that they're asking for and you don't have that in your particular product or in your service that you're giving. Instead of but, you can always use however. Okay. Now, this may also sound like, Neha, is it really about English? No, it's very much about the psychology of yourself and of the other person as well. Because sales is an emotional decision. It is not at all a decision wherein he's just paying to you. It is not a monetary decision, it's an emotional decision, right? So, the next word that is very, very important and you have to be very mindful of is buy. We often use this word buy my product, buy my service, buy this particular training program. It's all right, but if you want to place yourself at a higher level, you should always use these two words, enroll or investment. When we buy stuff, which we usually do, we usually buy stuff. When we invest, there is a little bit of a commitment there that they're going to participate, they're going to do the tasks, they're going to do the challenges, they're going to follow whatever is being asked to follow. So you avoid the word buy as much as you can. Okay. The next word is trust me. A lot of people use this. I've seen it with a lot of my clients as well when I teach them in ICW level 1, 2, and 3, when we go for 4 hours of continuous role plays and sales calls that we do. And people end up saying, trust me, it's a very good product. Trust me, you're going to benefit a lot out of it. But, trust me is more of a push word. And I've always talked about sales. Sales is not about pushing the customer or pushing a lot of words and then getting them into your community. It's more about pulling them towards yourself so that they decide. I know not everybody will be able to decide, and that's why you're there. You are not just a salesperson, you are a consultant as well. You're guiding them. So the moment you said, please tell me your challenges, tell me your areas of concern. So they have mentioned that this is what they're facing and these are the challenges that they're facing. This is the result of it. So instead of using trust me, you can always say, well, like you just mentioned, that these are the challenges that you're going through, and if you would like to come out of it, this is what we are offering and we would love to have you with us. And whenever I have done sales call, like I've done many sales call in my entire career till now, one-on-one on the call. So I just say one thing in the end, that I'm extremely excited to have you with us, because it is not about selling you a product, it's about starting a relationship. So please understand that it's a relationship, and sale of course brings you money, sale of course brings you a lot of confidence as well. It gets you a lot of customers, clients, but please understand that it's a very emotional decision. And if you want to place yourself as a brand, you need to start to make a relationship with people. Or if you are not doing it by yourself, you have a team, please teach them to develop a relationship. Your first call is not going to be your sale call, not always going to be a sale call. So first call, even if it is not a sale call, please don't be disheartened about it. First call, if you can build a great relationship, there is a huge chance that this person will get converted into a client immediately, instead that you're trying for a sale call in the very first call, and then you will lose out that relationship as well. So see, I've had so many challenges, of course, doing sales, and I've grown myself. I've helped many of my clients in ICW level 2 and ICW level 3. We go very intense in the sales process. So if you are interested in making that change in yourself while talking to your customer, to your clients, to your people, because it's not just that you will have this person for one product. You would want to sell them, you would want to have them more and more products and services of yours. So every time there has to be a new sales pitch, and every time there has to be an understanding of your client very well. So if you're interested in knowing more about the ICW, which is Become an Influencing Communicator level 1, 2 and 3, please go in the description box and find more details, and we would love to help you build your communication model in your system first, and then the energy will flow to the people around and to people who you are addressing to. Thank you so much, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye.